All right, give me a minute. Give me your spare time, your undivided attention, and today we're going to discuss what if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield do not show up in Spider-Man No Way Home. How would the fans react? How would people react? How would Spider-Man fans react in particular? How would the world react if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were not to show up in this movie? Now, this is just a what if. We're not going to be talking about theories. We're not going to be talking about rumors or speculation. We're just going to solely go off of a what if, like the show Marvel's What If or the comic book run. So this is going to be what if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield do not show up. Now, before I start off today's video, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bells. And that way, you can be notified for content on the channel. My name is Isaac, and I'm the host of you, multiverse of movies. And welcome back to the channel if you're a returning subscriber, and if you're brand new, welcome. And also buy some merchandise, link description down below. It helps support the channel. And we over here, you can already see I'm wearing the hoodie. You should go buy the hoodie because it's winter season, so you might as well. And comment down below after the video and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Follow me on my Twitter and Instagram at Isaac the Film Geek, link description down below. Let's continue this video. So now, let's go off of what's been confirmed as of now. What's been confirmed is multiverse will play a part into this movie. The trailers have confirmed it. And look, I'm only gonna, right now, as of now, I'm gonna explain things that are confirmed from the trailers and from like reliable sources like Hollywood Reporter and Variety. Now, what we do know for sure is Multiverse will be in it. Doctor Strange will be in it. You can even see my Spider-Man No Way Home shirt that I got from Hot Topic. You got Doctor Strange, obviously, will be in it. So Multiverse will play a part. We know Doc Ock, Alfred Molina is obviously going to be in it with his very famous "Hello, Peter." We know a Green Goblin bomb will be in it. Now I know I've seen the leaked images of Green Goblin suit. I love what it looks like, but as of now, we still have to look at it as a rumor because it's not been 100% confirmed. Even though the trailer did show a Goblin bomb and we did hear his iconic laugh, but we have to assume it's a rumor for now. But one villain we do have confirmed that we've not seen in trailers is Electro. Jamie Foxx's Electro. He was confirmed in Variety, I believe. Yeah, it was Variety, and he himself even confirmed it on Instagram. So I do have a confirmation. Now, I think there's a 70% chance that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield show up, but we have to remind ourselves that we're still not 100% sure. The trailers have not confirmed it. None of the rumors have confirmed. I mean, none of the reliable sources have. So as of now, we still have to assume that it's not happened. But what if? Let's now think right now. What if in this brand new movie, what if we watch the movie? It's 2 hours or however long the movie will be. We watch it, the credits roll, and no Toby and Andrew show up. How would the world react and how would fans react? Now, I want to say this big disclaimer, though, our fandom, our hardcore movie fans, the people who are hardcore into Spider-Man No Way Home, we're not that big of a we're not that large group of people. Remember, we're still a minority within people who go to movies because 70% of the people going to movies are average moviegoers. They're people who aren't that dedicated to movies. They're more people who, when they go to a movie, they'll see a trailer and they're like, hey, that's a pretty good trailer, and then I'll go watch it. They don't go on YouTube like us, who will go right now hard on trying to find out what's going on. It's not like us where we're trying to find every little detail to a trailer. They're more like, oh, here's my phone, watch a new trailer. If it's good, I'll go watch it. If it's not, then I won't watch it. That's how the typical moviegoer is. So we have to remind ourselves that there's still a large amount of people who probably think it's crazy that Toby and Andrew will be in it. They saw the trailer and they're like, hey, that's that guy from Spider-Man 2, the villain from Spider-Man 2. And that's we have to make sure we understand that as fact. But there's still a large group of people who are big Spider-Man fans. Spider-Man is the most iconic Marvel character of all time. And we have to remind ourselves of that. Not only that, but this Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, has history because Homecoming did really well. Far From Home became the most profitable Spider-Man film of all time. Tobey Maguire has a large fan base. Andrew Garfield has a large fan base. So there's a lot of that, and also, and honestly, a lot of times the biggest debate within movie fans is who's the best Spider-Man. So there is a large amount of people looking forward to it. I mean, look how good the teaser trailer did. It broke the record for most viewed trailer of all time. It beat Endgame. I remember when the Endgame trailer came out and it broke records. I genuinely thought that we would never see another movie for at least over a decade beat that record, and I did not expect it to be a Spider-Man trailer to break it. I'll be honest. Even with the idea of Tobey and Andrew, I still did not expect it to be Endgame. But then again, people just love Tobey and Andrew. But we have to remind ourselves that it's important that a lot of people will be mad, but it won't be everyone, because I mean, I remember I was telling this person I'm close to that there's a new Spider-Man movie. We'll have Tobey and Andrew Garfield, and their first response is who? And I was like, it's the other Spider-Man. And then they were like, oh, really? I saw the trailer, but I didn't think about that. And so there's still a massive. I mean, most people are not going to be that upset if they don't show up. Now, let me go first off me personally, then I'll go off of what I think will happen within the community. Now, if Tobey and Andrew don't show up, I'll be disappointed. I will be disappointed. However, I've understood from the beginning of these rumors that at the end of the day, these are rumors. And these rumors have not come from a reliable, 100% reliable source. They've been coming from Fandom Wire. They've been coming from Andy Signor. They've been coming out from, I mean, even pundits like Grace Randolph and John Campia. They both have been, saying that they believe that they will show up. But you've not heard the big trades like a Variety or Hollywood Reporter or Deadline all confirm that Tobey and Andrew will be in it. We've not seen Tom say it. We've not seen the actors themselves say it. We have seen leaked stuff that does indicate massively. And look, I think there's a 70% chance that they will pop up. But let's assume they don't. And again, it's a what if. It's a what if scenario. This is not fact or anything. This is just a what if. So let's say they don't show up. Now, I will be disappointed. Because I won't lie to you, when WandaVision ended, I was like, where's Mephisto? How come we didn't get any Quicksilver thing? It was just, he was Ralph Boner, or Bonner, really. But that's what I was thinking to myself. But one thing I did learn from WandaVision is don't let your don't let rumors become an expectation. Let it be rumors. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Talk about it with the community, but don't expect it to be an expectation. Don't make it a thing that needs to happen. And I believe weeks after WandaVision ended, I learned from my mistake, because as a fan, I've done that a lot of times. I remember I thought Ultron was gonna show up in Avengers Endgame, but he didn't show up. And there was a lot of things that I've believed in the past, and WandaVision really taught me that just because I believe something doesn't mean I have to go to the bank and believe it 100%. So I do think that, thank you to WandaVision, I think I'll have less of a disappointment if it doesn't happen in No Way Home. Uh, Mainly because WandaVision did teach me lower your expectations. Don't assume that something's going to happen just because you believe it will happen. And looking at it now, I love WandaVision. I love the ending to WandaVision. I think it was a perfect ending. I thought it was a great story, I understood why they didn't pop up with Mephisto, because the reality is the story of WandaVision wasn't about demons and multiverse. It was about a woman struggling with grief. I don't know why I said grief, but grief. It's a woman struggling with grief about losing the love of her life. That's what that story is about. In No Way Home, let's be 100%. Spider-Man No Way Home is a story of Peter Parker learning to accept the responsibility of his double life of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I do think that's what No Way Home's trying to do. That's what the trailers hinted to me. So let's stop believing that it's just going to be purely a multiverse movie, and understand that, hey, maybe it won't happen. To me, as long as you make a great movie. I loved Homecoming, and Homecoming didn't even have Tobey and Andrew. Homecoming, to me, is one of my favorite Spider-Man. Everyone assumes I hate Tom Holland, but I love Tom Holland. I think he's a great actor. I think he's been a great Spider-Man. Look, I do criticize Far From Home a lot. I'm not a fan of Far From Home. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I'm not a fan of Far From Home, but I loved Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming, to me, again, is a top top 3 best Spider-Man movie of all time. I don't think it's as good as Spider-Man 2 nor Into the Spider-Verse, but I would have to think about the other ones. But Homecoming definitely is a movie I have a huge appreciation for. It's in my top 3 favorite MCU movies. I think the only 2 MCU movies better than Homecoming to me personally is Thor Ragnarok, which is second place, and Guardians of the Galaxy, which you guys know how much I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I even think it's better than Shang-Chi, and Shang-Chi recently was one of my favorite movies of the year. And even with that being said, I'm very excited to see how they conclude this story of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But right now, if if the movie ends and they don't show up, yes, I will feel disappointment, but I do believe as long as the movie's good. Because remember, you don't have to have 3 Spider-Man to make a good movie. Spider-Man 2 didn't have that. The first Sam Raimi Spider-Man didn't have that. The first Amazing Garfield Taz movie didn't have that. Homecoming didn't have that. Far From Home. I mean, so it's like, as long as you make a good movie. Now, yes, I would wonder why, because honestly, you do have to wonder, if they don't show up, why do you bring in Alfred Molina's Doc Ock and Jamie Foxx's Electro and Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin if you weren't planning on bringing them? Now, I believe highly that they will show up, but I would feel some sort of disappointment, but I do think I would move on quickly. Now let's talk about the Spider-Man fandom as a whole. Everyone who's been excited for this movie for the sake of Tobey and Andrew's return. Those people, I genuinely think it would be a riot. I mean, look how the fans, or these specific fans, are acting because we have not had a trailer come up yet, which is literally just a commercial. It's literally just a less than 3-minute commercial. And look at how we're acting. We're acting as if Sony just called us racial slurs and spitting on us and peeing all over us and stomping on our graves. We're acting as if Sony's doing that, but reality is they haven't dropped a 3-minute commercial. I mean, we already have a commercial. It's called the first teaser trailer, but it is. I mean, just look at how they're acting and look at how well that trailer did. It broke records for most viewed trailer of all time. I mean, just look at all the stuff going on with the movies. I mean, Morbius and Venom: Let There Be Carnage both are booming off the success of the No Way Home's popularity. So there's a lot to be said about the movie. However, I do ask the people watching this who are excited, Toby and Andrew, lower your expectation, because WandaVision taught us all that just because you believe something doesn't mean it's going to happen. But I also say this, I do think they will show up. If I was to bet on it right now, if you had a gun on my head and told me that I have to choose between do I believe in, do I not, I would obviously say yes without even thinking about it. I do believe they're going to show up. They just hinted at it too much at this point, with Doc Ock coming in, Green Goblin, Electro, all the leaks that we've had from the suits that we got, a lot of Cosmic Wonder, heavy spoilers saying that they will show up. John Campea, Grace Randolph, Andy, all of them believing that they will show up. You have to think to yourselves that it more than likely they will, but we still have to lower that expectation in case something doesn't happen. I mean, remember, if you go back to my WandaVision videos, I said that in episode 9 of WandaVision, I definitely for sure believe that Doctor Strange and Mephisto will both be in that last episode of WandaVision. And guess what? I came out to be wrong. And I said that I had 100% belief that they were going to show up. And obviously I came out to be wrong. None of them showed up. We didn't even get a hint of Mephisto. We did get a hint of Doctor Strange because they did reference the Sorcerer Supreme, but it's a what if. I do think they're going to show up, but if they weren't to show up, I do think that Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you'd have a lot of rants. You'd have a lot of people angry. I mean, just look at how people got mad at the ending of WandaVision. So you would have a lot of people mad. You would have a lot of people angry and enraged. I genuinely think that there would be review bombing. I think there would be a lot of review bombing on IMDb or Metacritic or whatever, just because the movie, and even from people who did watch the movie on Rotten Tomatoes, I do think there would be review bombing. And I think after a week of the movie being out, I think there would already be spoilers online easily of figuring out if Tobey and Andrew are even in it. So there's a lot of things that to me make it seem like that the movie if there wasn't Tobey and Andrew, it would just be madness. I think there would be spamming. I think there would be a lot of angry nerds out there. Would I be angry? I wouldn't be angry. I'd be like a little disappointed. But to me, winning cures everything. If you make a good movie, you make a good movie. At the end of the day, winning cures everything. I mean, there's so much proof of it. I mean, it's just like you could make a good movie without Tobey and Andrew. It's been proven before. So to me, I believe that if they weren't to show up, I wouldn't be angry. I would be angry if the movie was bad. If the movie was terrible, obviously I'll be mad. But I wouldn't be mad because Andrew and Tobey weren't in it. I'd be mad that the movie was bad. But I have faith and I have trust on John Watts and Kevin Feige on making a great film. I mean, I love Homecoming. I really love Homecoming. I have a deep love for Homecoming. Not a fan of Far From Home, but hey, it's a draw right now. This third one's going to finish off. Do I love the John Watts Spider-Man trilogy or not? But whatever it is, please let me know in the comment sections down below. Please let me know, how would you react if Tobey and Andrew weren't to show up? Now, I already said I wouldn't go crazy. I wouldn't go angry, but I'd be a little disappointed. But I do want people to learn that, you know, there's still that chance that they won't show up. Now, I do hardcore believe that they will, but we have to put that idea into our head that they might not. So when you go to the movie, unless they already showed them in the trailers, but let's say they don't show them in the trailers, when you go into the movie, please lower it. Make yourself believe that there's still that chance that they won't show up. So that way when they do show up, they're like, yes, let's go. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all stay safe. Hope y'all have a great day. And tonight, I'm going to watch Eternals. Not sure when I'm dropping this video, but tonight I'm watching Eternals. But yeah, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.